Who is Suni MF? That's a good question. I don't know. Every day I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean? I just know she's a fire creator. Sometimes thoughts all over the place. But I feel like every day I learn new parts of me and try to discover new shit about myself. You know what I mean? You constantly growing and stuff, especially like in this age. It's kind of hard to really define myself. And I really try not to put myself in a box. I feel like when I did try to define myself, I was putting myself in a box. So Suni MF is just a human, you know what I mean, figuring out life.
How'd you come up with your name, and what does MF stand for?
That's actually my real name, Suni. Suni's my real name. And MF, I don't have a middle name because I used to go by Suni MF Solomon. Then I was like, yo, that's a long ass name. You know what I mean? And they had a lot going on. So I was like, I'm gonna drop the Solomon, just keep Suni MF. MF stands for Mother's Favorite. I got your hand. It stands for, whatever. If it's a PG-13 crowd, of course, Mother's Favorite. If not, it's motherfucker all the way.
All right. So what inspired you to get into music and acting?
It's just something I always was into. I used to grow up watching Mad TV and all that. And I always wanted to be on a sketch comedy show for real. And I was always the class clown. So, that definitely helped, me become who I am today, with the funny shit and the music, it all kind of ties in. But ever since I was a kid, since I was 7 years old, I always knew what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, where I see myself. So that's why being out here is really surreal, man. It's a blessing, you feel me? Because it's something I definitely see myself doing when I was a kid. So yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from the westside. From Atlanta. I was born in Boston, raised in the A. Now we're in LA with it. So
okay. So how did you get started in the industry?
Man, I used to just my pops had bought us a computer. I used to be on that computer all day, research and shit on MySpace. But I used to be on MySpace all day. So just looking for shit, just trying to figure out how to get into the industry was how I got into the industry. Finding out about open mics and I used to go on Craigslist and try to find when shit was safe. And yeah, I used to try to go on there and find open mics and shit, go to them, perform. And yeah, just Instagram, social media, Twitter and all that stuff. And once that came about, it really became easier to find outlets, and platforms to put myself on and shit like that. So just being in the A, they always got some shit going on, especially musically, you know what I mean? So just popping into those and, like I said, doing the open mics and all right, I don't want to do open mics anymore. I want to be a booked artist. So then just constantly graduating myself in the game, you know what I mean? So keep my eyes to the streets.
Yeah. So are you independent or?
Yeah, I'm independent right now, you know what I mean? Not sure. I would say probably not much longer, but I don't know. I'm trying to fill it all out for real.
Okay, so you definitely want to be signed or you kind of cool with,
they asking, they talk a good game, you know what I mean? I like being, it's benefits to being, independent, and it's benefits to being signed for sure. Everybody wants that monster, the machine behind them. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be signed just because, that's what it was. But nowadays, you can't do a lot of things independently. And you don't necessarily have to, do one type of deal. Every deal is different. So whether it's distribution and blah, 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 you know what I mean? So it's all about your loyalty and negotiation skills at this point, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to it. It's a lot of labels I rock with, you know what I mean? Because I also songwrite, so I be in sessions with pretty much all the labels. So I rock with them all. So having me feel like, dang, you know what I mean? I fuck with everybody. Who would I sign with? But it's a couple I would. I ain't gonna say no names right now, but we in talks.
All right. So what was your first big achievement in the entertainment industry? What do you feel was your first big break?
My first big break, yeah. I would say most likely I would have to give it to the Keke Palmer placement, my first placement as a songwriter for sure, that really like solidified some shit for myself more so, probably other people as well, but really for myself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really try not to listen to the outside world and what the fuck they got their opinions. But when I got the placement, because I was like, yo, I got the placement. Some people get like take me serious because I was looking at it more like, you know, damn, okay, she a fire artist and she can write fire songs. It's not like, I don't want people to feel like I could only write the type of songs that I was putting out for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, my artistry, my brand, but I can do everything, you feel me? So when I got that, I was like, yeah, we in the game, baby. And that would honestly help me move to LA because I was like, before I move anywhere, I gotta like get something on my back to where it'd be like, yeah, you know, I did this, I did that type shit too, so.
Yeah. So you felt like you kind of gained more respect in the industry, like once you worked with Kiki?
Oh yeah, once you get that placement, people they treat you a little bit better. You get invited places, you know what I mean? They be like, okay, so she ain't just another rapper, just da 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 da, you know. So yeah, it was definitely that. Like I said, and even really for me too, because it was like I carried myself different too. You know, it's like well, I guess you're a soldier, you get the notch, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I start carrying myself a little different. It's like, all right, I could turn certain things down because I got this under my belt. Because this, like I said, this game is constantly about graduating yourself, taking yourself to the next level and saying, okay, I can't do that no more. I'm trying to do this, you know what I mean? You got to know what to let go so you can grow type shit, so.
Yeah, so how'd you get the Kiki Palmer placement?
Oh, my dog, Tasha Couture, man, she was having a writer's camp, you know what I mean, for Kiki's project. And I, you know, of course I submitted songs and stuff like that, but I ain't hear nothing back. So I had like hit her on my production page because I also do film and photography and stuff like that as well. So I hit her on that. I was like, hey, you know, love to capture the writing camp. Bam, she responded and was like, oh yeah, boom. I was like, all right, bet, you know, free of charge. And come through, do. Got the invite. Next thing you know, I mean, I already knew a lot of people that was in there already, so it wasn't hard, like getting in where I fit in. Like, oh, so what you doing? I'm doing this, you know, I'm fucking around. So it just landed like that, man. Shout out to Tasha for allowing me to even, you know what I mean, do my thing on both sides. So yeah, it was hard, man. Tasha Couture. Go.
Okay, so I know you on Issa Rae's new show, Rap Shit. So yeah. How did you end up on that show?
Thank God. Honestly, man, that was just it. That was just something that was for me. You know what I mean? Honestly, like I said, I do research. I be on the net all day looking up who's who. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like, as much as we respect the person, like, you know, Issa Rae is a team that's helping her, you know what I mean, execute these things. So I was like, I know Issa hard to reach, you know what I mean? And she even did an interview on that saying, you know, network across, you know what I mean? Everybody was trying to network up. I was like, the chances of me, like, well, not really the chances, but I was just thinking smarter, not harder. Like everybody, like tag Issa. I'm like, yo, who the fuck worked for Issa?
Yeah,
you know? Because that's Issa too, you know what I mean? It's her team. That's her. You feel what I'm saying? That's so I was like on IMDb Pro. I was looking up all the music supervisors and shit like that. I really wanted to get my song Easy Money on Insecure. That was the original thing. I really wanted to get it on the final season of Insecure. When I made the song, I thought about Issa. You know what I mean? Because I just moved to LA. This is like first song I made for me, you feel what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, I was binge watching Insecure and shit. And I was like, yo, this song will go perfect in there. Because I was just watching it and I understood the music because I was living it. I was like, okay, I understand the vibe. These are the type of vibes here, type of shit. So, like I said, I was on IMDb Pro, I was looking at the music supervisors for the shows, found their names, hit them on Instagram, DM them. Hey, yo, I was trying to get in the writers camp. That's what I really originally hit them for. I was like, yo, I want to come to the writing camp if it's possible. Sarah, shout out to Sarah the one, boy. Sarah hit me back like afterwards the writing camp was over. I was like, oh, I'm just seeing this, but you know, I'll keep you in mind for future things. And I was just like, all right, cool, for sure, appreciate it. You know, keep me in mind, you know, we'll stay in contact. So then she like randomly, you know, we follow each other back, and then she hit me. She kept her word. You know what I'm saying? She hit me and was like, hey, we got some songs. We're looking for songs for the show. And I was like, all right, bet. So I'm sending songs, I'm sending demos, I'm sending songs by me. I'm calling up homies. I'm like, yo, send me some songs. Cause I didn't know what it was for, but I was like, hey, you know, whatever it is, you know what I mean? One of these songs gonna go. I had sent at least it had to be about 30 songs. But like I said, not even just my shit, friend shit, because I'm just gotta put people on. That's what it's all about. And like she hit me and was like, Sarah hit me back and was like, hey, we picked Easy Money. I'm like, damn, okay, bet. So she hit me and was like, you free to talk. I'm like, yeah. So she called me and was like, yeah, we want to put you on the show. You know, you're going to be performing the song, like at Spotify, jumping on the table, I was like, yo, that's fire. So little young nigga out, first class, first class. And what happened, man, this was all during COVID and shit too. So she had scared me a little bit. She was like, make sure you stay in, don't get COVID. I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't even think about that. I was wilding out. I had caught it already too, so I was like, let me chill. So after that, at the hotel, I stayed in the hotel for real until it was time for me to film. Then after that, that's when I went out. It was in Miami. That's when I went out and explored. It's hot as shit in Miami. I was like, yo, nigga, what? I was not expecting it to be that hot, man. But yeah, I had a great time. So that's how that happened, man. A little DM. Went down in the DM, man. Shout out to Sarah, man. Sarah, she the GOAT. She's amazing. I really appreciate her for that. Every time I see her, I be like, yo, thank you. She's like, yeah, it was you. She was like, we was listening. She was like, Issa picked the song. They was listening to so many songs. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But when I made the song, like I said, I had Issa in mind because I was watching Insecure. But it's always bigger than what you think it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. So how was it working with Issa?
Amazing. It was really, it was work. You know what I'm saying? It was real quick. Boom, got the shit, got the shots they needed. You know what I mean? Well, we didn't really talk on set because, like I said, it's work. And I really just spoke with the director, shout out to Sade, and the showrunner, Sarita. So they was pretty much in there, directing, helping out type shit. While, Issa, I forgot, they be in a whole other room watching the monitors and shit. So I forgot she was even in there for real, because I see it, you don't see it, you like, oh, she probably not on set today. And then we was taking a break and she walked by me. I was like, oh shit, it's Issa. I was like, oh yeah, shit, here. But the crazy thing is, we didn't get to talk on set, but I was after I did that, I was flying back home. I had missed my flight. One flight got delayed. I was drinking at the airport too, so I missed 2 flights. And I was getting mad. I was getting so agitated. I was like, man, I just want to get, I'm ready to go home. I wasn't really ready to go home, but I was just I had other things I needed to tend to real quick. And I was like, let me chill. There's a reason why all this happening. You feel what I'm saying? And then, so I was like, it must be somebody I'm supposed to meet on this goddamn plane. So like I said, I'm drunk by the time I get on the plane, and so I pass out. So we finally land. I wake up, everybody, getting up, standing to get up, fucking Issa, right there on the same plane. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So we ended up chopping it up at the airport, man, and it was fire, you know what I mean? So we had a great conversation, because like I said, we didn't get to talk. She remembered me, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, she was walking ahead of me, and I was like, oh. And I was walking ahead of her, and I'm gonna slow down. I was like, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, catch up with her and shit. I ain't want to be on no weird shit, you know what I mean? So we was shoulder to shoulder, had looked up. I was like, yo, and she was like, oh my God. I was like, oh shit, she didn't know who the fuck I am. I was fire, you know what I mean? So every time I see Issa, you know what I mean, it's always love. She's cool as shit, literally fire as fuck, man. Just how they run their whole business, the mindset of it. My team is amazing. Like I said, it's just a blessing to really work with them, man. First time, really on the big screen. So yeah, I'm very excited. It's gonna be dope.
So you have a character?
I'm pretty much playing myself. Next is what young next up artist, pretty much. So I'm playing myself. So we in talks of bringing me back for second season. So
Okay, cool. Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm excited because they ended up doing like a script change right after I did this shit. So they called me and I had to approve what they were saying. And when the girl was like, I thought you said her music was whack type shit about my shit. So they called me and was like, yeah, we made a slight change. Is this cool with you? I'm like, I was like, man, all right. So every time when I see this, I'm like, man, because she was like, look, I know that wasn't there at first. Da, da, da. And I was like, look, we just bring me back second season, we good. She's like, all right, man, say less. I'm like, all right, say less. So, that's going somewhere. So yeah, when y'all hear them talk shit about me, y'all know my shit fire.
So, I know you're an artist as well. So like, how did the song Easy Money come about?
Instead, I was just pretty much like, I just moved to LA and I was writing music. I was out here and I felt the vibe. I just felt the LA vibe. And it's much different than Atlanta. So I wanted to make a song or some bouncy music that was, similar to the vibe that I was getting. It was new. It's a new energy I'm on now. So you know what I mean? So it's like it's new land that I'm touching. So it's just inspiring a different type of vibe, different sound than what I was used to. And so I had got the beat. The beat was called Easy Bread. So I was like, all right, it just went. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, easy money. So I was like, niggas getting money. It just happened like that. And like I said, I was watching a lot of Insecure. I was really binge watching that shit because I really wanted to get a song on there before the series ended. But like I say, your plan, God plan. It always work like that.
So what would you say are like some of the downsides or struggles with breaking into the entertainment industry?
It take a long ass time. Sometimes it don't. Everybody them folks that just pop up like, I started rapping yesterday. Like, damn, nigga, about a decade in this bitch for real. So just the struggle is just, staying, could be ahead in the game, man. A lot of people that I started with definitely stopped. It's just, you don't fail till you quit. That's how I look at it. So it's like, as long as you keep going, the journey builds the character just as many times as I thought I was ready back in the day, and I was not ready, versus now, like with the mind state, with the music, with everything, I'm officially can say, yeah, all right, I'm ready for the next level versus when you think you're ready, I was not ready. You feel what I'm saying? Hell no. So everything aligns when it's time. But I say the hardest thing, just staying at it. You know what I'm saying? Staying motivated, staying consistent, staying to yourself is hard because you gotta absorb so many energies and give everybody a fucking chance because they may give you a chance. So you know what I mean? But yeah, I say that's about the hardest part, man. Once you in and you fire shit, just get getting your shit to the right people.
Yeah, no, I understand why it's easy to like quit and, because as far as like the money aspect of things and just like keep working and people not appreciating you, not believing in you, like,
yeah, that's the hardest part, staying fucking at it. Because you'd be like, I never thought about stopping ever. I always thought about different approaches of rebranding, but stopping in general, nah. Hell no. It's just like, what else would I do? It's like, I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I mean, it's other things I could do, but why would I do that? Why would I do that? We worked on this for so long, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like once you've been doing something or you put a lot of money and effort, it's like, what's the point of giving up? Because what do you gain from that? Like you don't really gain nothing from.
That's what I be telling you, when I get married, like that's just it. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. That's just what it is. We had this big ceremony in front of all these folks. This is where it's at. You know what I mean? Ain't no quitting. We can quit when it's just not serious. But once it gets serious, nah, I ain't finna. Nah, you have to keep going.
Yeah. So what advice do you have for like other artists that's trying to break into the industry?
Stop, y'all, because I'm just playing. Advice for people trying to get in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Do your research, man. Do the fucking research. You ain't really got to be at every party. You know what I mean? You got to be at every panel. Go to one panel, you've been to them all for real. And it's just really like, I always say, cause I love panels and panels are very informative and I attend them as well. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not going to attend the same one 20 times. You feel what I'm saying? Type shit. But like, I say it's always better to meet the people in the actual place where you want to be at with the people versus meeting people at the panel, because they expect to meet 1,000 people at the panel. They're there to pass out the information and be personable versus, you know, say if I run into, like, I used to see Brian Michael Costa all the time out, but I don't think it really stuck to him who the hell I was until we was at the same studio at the same time. He was working, I was working, versus you out and about. It's like, oh, I met you at such and such panel. I'm like, okay, nigga, I met 1,000 niggas at that panel. You feel me? So yeah, just get in the field, find out what studio people recording at. Bam, go to that studio, book that studio, invest. Don't quit, keep going. I hate that one though. Don't quit, keep going. That one, everybody.
It's easier said than done. Like when you in a situation or like you, like mentally, you just, you know. Like,
you just gotta flip that switch. Flip that switch. It take a long time, or it can take a little bit of time. Work smarter, not harder, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I don't. And that's my thing. Like, I guess with it taking a long time, like I try my best for it to not take me like 10 years. It's like 10 years of like waiting to come up. It's just I'm really trying not to like. I don't want it to take that long, which is why I pretty much work like twice as hard. So, you know, getting there quicker, trying to make the connections quicker, thinking smarter.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, honestly. You know what I mean? Like I said, it took me that long too, because it's like now I feel like it don't got to take you that long because it is so many social media outlets, so many platforms to tap into versus when I first was like, all right, I want to rap. It was MySpace. You know what I mean? It was MySpace thing. You know what I'm saying? So of course it was like, you know, the other shit was coming, but like to just pop out on it now versus like being on it for years with the whole algorithm and all this shit. Yeah, it's best to just pop out, boom, 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 stay consistent, come up with a plan, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Do your thing. So yeah, but just don't quit. That's honestly it. It's of course like it's said and done, but honestly, that's really it. Just if you don't quit, you'll eventually get it.
Because there's a lot of people that took a minute to like get where they are, but they where they at now. So
you hear me? Yeah, take a minute, you know, and everything. And sometimes you not even know. You slow down your own process. You keep learning the same lesson. You know what I mean? The road to success, like my mentor Esther said, is a very lonely ride. I was like, because I don't know why y'all think it's friends involved. It's not. I was like, you're right. It's a lonely ride, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you can't prolong your journey because you're trying to have so many people around you, but that's not for them. You feel what I'm saying? So now you taking time off because the universe got to show you this nigga flaw. You know what I mean? This ain't for this nigga. You need to let this nigga go versus just being a straight shot. You know what I mean? Boom. But they say if you want to get there fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with people though. But eventually you'll start attracting your tribe. You feel what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So what's next for you?
Definitely more acting, TV, movies, all that good shit. And I'm about to drop a project with Tasha Couture, so getting ready for that. And it's looking to fucking take over, man. You know, I'm getting into a lot of things just being out here in LA. It definitely, you know, opens your horizons on so many ways with how you can make bread in the music industry versus just, you know, being an artist, you know what I mean? As far as like writing music for shows, writing voiceover shit. So I'm really tapping into everything. So by this time next year, it's gonna be fucking insane. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, wow, this is crazy. So
what made you want to move to LA versus staying in Atlanta?
I felt like Atlanta gave me everything they possibly could have gave me. You feel me? I feel like anybody that was there that wanted to fuck with me. I think they could have, you feel what I'm saying? As much as I was there, and if it didn't happen there, it just wasn't gonna happen there. I built my shit up. You know what I mean? Like, I built my network up. Everybody knew me at that point. I was like, all right, everybody know me pretty much at this point. Not everybody, but everybody to a fucking sense. You know what I mean? Knew who the fuck I was. So it was like, all right, I got the network here. Now I need to add I need to add another network. And only place I really wanted to go was LA, where I felt like what I wanted to do. Like I said, I always wanted to do voiceovers and theme song music and all and shit like that. So I was like, bet, gotta take it to LA. LA and New York, but I couldn't do New York.
Yeah, I can't do New York.
Yeah, man, can't do that cold. The weather out here is perfect. It's the perfect weather here. I'm reminded every time I leave, I'm like, yo, LA really got the best weather in the world. So, yeah. It's just really expanding. Everybody got to leave their hometown. You got to leave your hometown to become the hometown hero. You feel what I'm saying? Some people there at your hometown, they'll hold their nuts on you. You feel what I'm saying? They don't see what you see for yourself. And like I said, ever since I was a kid, I always knew I was going to be at LA. That's what Nickelodeon was. That's what all that was. And I was like, bet, I know I need to be in LA. So, yeah, I love it out here, man. I love Atlanta too. They made me, raised me. I'm so happy that I'm from there. And then came here because you get like, they treat you like royalty out here. You feel me? Like, oh, you from the A? Yeah, man. Say shawty. So, yeah.
So you feel like you blew up more like in LA? Or
yeah, definitely took it to the next level, man, for sure. It's the, when you move home, you're either gonna make or break it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody can't move out here and do what the fuck, make it do what it do. But I told everybody, I ain't come out here to play around. I really didn't come out here to play around. If I wanted to just play around and continue to do what I was doing, I would just staying in Atlanta, being okay, being, local hometown. Like, oh, Sonny, you come up and out, da-da-da. But I always just seemed bigger for me, you know what I mean? And LA is bigger, you feel what I'm saying? Like, as far as the different genres, different ways to make bread and everything. So, yeah, just fucking bigger. If you want to go big, it's a reason why you got to come to LA to make it. It's something about this land. I don't know what witchcraft and it's land, but it's a reason why you got to come here. You know what I mean? To really take your shit to like superstar status. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. If I wasn't here, I would never hit up like Easter team. You feel what I'm saying? Because I would have been thinking Atlanta. You know what I mean? While I'm in Atlanta, like trying to get in that shit versus being out here. So yeah, I've been out here for 2.5 years now. So that's a blessing within itself.